Alright. Hello, everybody. Catlord 9000. Woo. I'm here. Fucking. I have a friend this time.
Howdy.
Stanner, known for videos such as Chili Dogs.
That was me.
He's also the Big Sick.
I am pretty bad right now.
But
I'm pretty far gone.
we're in
I'm not coming back.
No, please. Save yourself. Alright. So when we left off last episode, we were asked to sit by the Colonel or sit by Miriam, whose face is nicely blocked by the Colonel's selection bubble.
I said that we should stick by Miriam, but nobody listened to me.
I asked around for a bunch of my friends to ask, should I sit to the next to the Colonel or Miriam? So many people said the Colonel. So sadly, well, not sadly, I mean, look at that gaze. Howdy, howdy. Fried chicken time, boys. You moved to take your seat by the Colonel. By Colonel Sanders. The Colonel. It appears he bought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled in your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Stupid. Bad character, Pop.
Bro, get wrecked,
That's right. Forest is to treeist, chicken is to slam. No.
Come on.
That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Meat tenderizer. No, sport.
That's what I call my hand. Got him.
That is right.
I mean, none of my hand.
What food is best for a broken heart? Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? No, he's not a good boy. He's the best boy.
The best boy.
Best boy. Whoa. I accidentally clicked a thing.
What happened?
Oh wait, there was only one thing I could have clicked. Okay, it's fine. But it probably asked me remember from earlier? This is the second time we're recording this, by the way. The first time it didn't capture my audio. So that's fun. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Oh
Whoa.
Shit, this is different than last time. Last time I selected Slam Dunk.
Whoa, this is way better.
Hot diggity shower! He just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is not... Wow! The cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
You smell that? That must be our lunch! It smells crazy good!
Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But Shh. Oh, fuck.
Shit!
I done did it again. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. Fuck it. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smell!
Indeed. That smell? You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but are the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Look at that chicken. It's beautifully drawn chicken. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years now, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that.
Alright, I'm doing very bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember the voice. Oh, I know, I got it. What? You think you want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, man. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is a poison goblin.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is watching.
His face is so gross.
I think I know how I'm gonna make a thumbnail now. You wait to see what Zinger Aeshleigh has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I spilled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself.
He's just trying to mooch off of him.
Yeah.
Oh, toys.
Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any, I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on to me. I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite. His eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket, I still don't know why that's in quotes, and sink your teeth into it. Like, are you not reaching into a bucket? Is there something else off screen that we're not supposed to see? Whatever. Oh, it's amazing. Oh god, here we go again.
Oh no, not again.
This time I won't kill myself.
Can we please do it? I want to die.
Fine. If you say so. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand. Don't swim towards the light. You float weightlessly. But the light, it smells like chicken.
No.
Ah! Somewhere up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach towards the light. He grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects at the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken bliss. Your mind dissolves. There is no Shat Lord now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. We're fucking dead. Let's try that again. Now we have to skip dialogue. Oh boy.
It's fine, we just died.
Yeah, bro.
in this game of all games.
Alright. You ready for this? Super speed! Fuck.
Oh,
chicken.
Yeah, chicken.
That face. Hold on, come back. Yeah! There it is! Alright. Alright, that's amazing. Yes, and we're back to space. Alright, this time we're gonna focus our mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. I'll do that one later. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe. Siege community. Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, something spicy. You dig deeper. 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 Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be white box?
Not the white box.
You really did it! How bold, how adventurous to use white box! You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it, and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time.
Just casually, you know.
Yeah, bro. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Oh-ho! Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. You've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone. And then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use white box. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. White box? Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And white box definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you didn't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Huh, it's you again. Howdy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduate. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world, you can bet on that. Look at his arms.
His forearms are big, like his plans.
Oh, look at this man. What a man.
Back to the game, Sean.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him.
My personality?
My personality? Perhaps next episode. Well, I'm gonna leave this one off here. If you like to watch my other videos,
nothing like this one.
My last episode on this got me 60 views, which is the most I've ever had. So, yeah. Yes, we're gonna leave. I'm the most graceful of these outros. Can you tell?